Well, my brother truckers, we've had a visit. It's Steve on tools fetched. And he says, "'Cause you're a trucker, Reggie, I was in the car boot, I picked these up for you." Wow, wow, wow. He doesn't realise what he's picked up for us. What an absolute treat. Obviously, we know that, somebody's going to be screaming over these. Look, and going to memory for us old brother truckers, yeah. Look at this. It's going to take me way too long to go through them all and to find them. But, oh dear me, somebody's looked after these and cherished them and loved collecting them and picking them up. Oh dear me. Right, so let's put that there for now. We're going to sort of flash through them as fast as we can because there's that many of them. Yeah. Wow. Look at these. And there's the Levant. There'll be names here. Leyland Marathon. Yeah, there'll be names. These are sales brochures. Somebody, obviously this has come from a dead man's shed, dead man's cupboard. How do we stop these? I mean, luckily it's been spotted and it's come here and it's gone with it will end up with all the rest of the collection. But you can't beat having a brochure. We're going down this path into computers and screens and notebooks and oh dear me. Wow, look at this one. And Maggie Deutsch, look. Yeah, I'm sure of you. Some of you by now are sitting on the edge of your seat looking at what was the old brochures. Look, definitely they're all a whole load of sales brochures. An ERF. Look, look at these. All you boys from the classic shows will be going crazy over these things that we've got them and they've survived. Look at this. Wow. Now Fiat truck, look. ERF B series, Earl's Court. Yeah. I would have driven these ones. Who had them now? I tell you who had them. They're a steel company. Oh, I worked for them last summer, I think it was. His dad, I worked for his son. Oh, what's the steel place called? I can't remember now. Look. Leyland, look. Absolutely gorgeous, in really good condition. Somebody really loved these and had collected them as I've collected loads, and we pick up the brochures, don't we? How do they survive? Wow. Look, this one's got a big thing on it. Here we are. Yeah, there we are. Maggie Deutsches turned into Mercs, didn't they? Fodens, yeah. We got another ERF tipper, 8-wheel tipper, 8-legger. Maggie Deutsch, look. Wow, air cooled, yeah. Wow. What memories. And Levan, look at that. I was watching a program about Leyland vans and the Sherpas the other day, and I didn't really remember them until I've seen this one here. Look at that. That's got to be as rare as hen's teeth, that has. Gotta be. Yeah. And the Fords, and the Ford trucks, look. Wow. And all the specifications on them. And the manual gearbox, yeah. Yeah, let's, the new trucks have come forward so much. Wow, I've got to sort of fly through these. Tandems, Arctics, tippers, Ford tippers, look. What's this one? Yeah, wow. Look at this. Is that a man? It looked like a man cab, doesn't it? It looked like a man. What is this one? I don't know what that... That looks... Yeah, Renault trucks are still going, yeah. Bedford, look. Meet the muscle trucks. Compared to today, screaming and whingy, you know, the horsepower has grown so much now. Yeah, we're looking at these. Wow. How many of you old boys can tell you stories about crashing boxes? Vehicle display, look, the RF. Wow. If there's a particular one you want me to really concentrate on, if say F89 is your thing, just let me know and we'll concentrate. We'll do a film just on that. Brochure, if that's your thing. Wow. Yeah, a Sed Atkinson, look. Sedac, wow. These trucks are slightly, they were old trucks when I began. Yeah, these were old when I began. They've come forward so much. Thank God for the automatic box. Don't even start with the Eaton twin split, with the clutch brake at the end of your pedal. Don't even start. Yeah, they were fantastic. They were the best thing. No, they weren't. They were terrible. I mean, today's traffic, how many, you know, when the automatics start, who remembers when these automatics first started? You'd get halfway out on a roundabout and then the thing would stop and change gear and go again. They were so slow. These things, and they would chuff out smoke. Oh, and we were on about it the other day. How many have had these bouncing set of lights with the corner up? You got the clutch not quite right and the corner lifts up. I mean, even these new ones with all this power they've got, you don't see the front of the trucks rearing up. Who remembers that, fully freighted, coming off a set of lights, and the front near side corner would come off the ground, trying to get the thing moving. Oh, and look at this, 1960. This is going, oh, this, we're going to send this to John, and John can make a full film of it. Look, the names of the cars, everything, you know, take your time and read through it. The age of the cars and all the names and the prices. Wow. And there were, we've got one similar, haven't we? And so, yeah, Steve from On Tools, Steve Beach, where he did a screwdriver, but you could only see the beach bits. The Stephen was sort of off to one side. He said to me, he says, I know you were looking for one of these to send over to Scoutcrafter, so we'll send that to Scoutcrafter. And it's a bit heavier, this one. This is a motor. Let's have a look if this got the same sort of thing in it. Yeah, same sort of thing, look. Just the adverts are so funny, aren't they? If you go through them and read them, and makes that have disappeared, makes that you won't see again. Now, I have got an attic full of them. Where we've got the office now, that was my library, and I don't know what to do with them. They're worthless in the car boots. But I've spent years and years. If you think I've got nuts and bolts, I have got all of these books and encyclopedias, and every time I went anywhere, the first thing I picked up was books. And what's going to happen to them? You can't beat looking through the old car books. It's fantastic. Wow. And there's even a map in this one. Yeah, what's this? Is that the new, what are they, is that the, what is that? Is that through. There must be. Oh, it must be across the water. Who recognises that? And don't say it's the toll plazas on the no toll road, because this is a 1966 book. Is that the Dartford Crossing? No. Don't know where that is. Oh no, look, it's French. It's French. It's French peages. Yeah, that's what they're on about there. Yeah, wow. And look, the old transit vans. What's that? Is that a Jag? Is that like a Mark 10 Jag, isn't it? This is an Austin. What is it? An A40 or something like that. Look. And I'm going to find. Look at this. Oh, the Rover. Is this the Rover P1? 3 litre. Look. That's what the Prime Minister had. Who was that? Who used to be driven around in one of these? Wasn't it Maggie Thatcher? I think it was, you know. There's one in Gaydon. Yeah, it was the car of the day. The old Rover. Wow. Yeah. Wow, wow, wow. Look. Yeah, the executive car. Armchair luxury. Look. And there's still variants of the V8 still going. Wow. Look at that. Absolutely brilliant. Simca. Yeah. Fiberglass bodies. Yeah, look at that. Anyway, oh yeah, and the Renault 16. Well, maybe in France there might be a few knocking around, or there might be a few in a few museums. Yeah. Wow. Oh yeah, the 1100. Look at this. Hydroelastic suspension, transverse engine, front wheel drive. Yeah. Isn't it fantastic? And these, the trouble is, they're all going to die off. They're all going to disappear. The next couple of generations ain't going to keep these, are they? How can we keep these going? Anyway, they've come to the right owner. Obviously, these are on their own journey. They've come to here now, so they'll be safe for the foreseeable future. But if there's anybody is TM, look, Bedford TMs is particularly mad about, or have got one and
is your garage still
needs, down? Yeah, has got one and needs the brochures for it. I've got them, they're here. We can, if it creates content, if we can come and have a look at yours, if you've got one of these and you want a brochure for it, and you're going to allow us to come along and have a look at it at the cost of a brochure, then so be it. Yeah. Right, I'm going to leave you with it. I'm going to sit here and reminisce. This represents just the beginning, because obviously these were new in this age. And when I started, well, obviously when you just first start, you get on the old trucks, don't you? Yeah, so just on as these were ending, this era was ending of trucks. That's when I began. Yeah, plenty of those. Sammy Jones around the corner had a whole fleet of them, didn't he? Yeah, with the old Eaton box. Yeah, right. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Steve, thank you very much indeed for spotting these on our behalf and bringing them round. Wow, yeah, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Remembered Butlers, yeah, Butlers from Albury. They're up at Bradley Hill now, aren't they? And when his dad, was the two brothers? It was two brothers, wasn't there? And now the sons are running it. Yeah. They had ERFs, yeah, Earths. Yeah. I remember now. I wonder if I've got any pictures of them. I'll go and have a look, see if I've got any old pictures with the old trucks. See if there's any survived. So, we're around about 1997, 98 we've got written on the book on this one. You might just recognise those tugs. I'm saying they're probably well gone and scrapped off. It'll be the colour scheme of, I'm in Felixstowe there. I'm not sure where that is. Taybridge, somewhere there again within Felixstowe. I guess it's the same crane, so you can't really date that picture. I wouldn't have thought. And I think this is the Taybridge down there, so I guess that looks much the same as it does now. They don't change much, do they? So we're sort of on the right track. Sort of. Did I ever mention that we had a Capri? That's a Mark II JPS special. It was a rot box, but it was see the JPS on it, and the paintwork. If only we'd kept that one. Worth a few bob now, wouldn't it? There's Debbie, look. We are with an old Renault Premium there. They were brand new at the time. And look, were they an 03? These were new at the time. Working for B&Q in Brickyard Lane. You might remember, you might recognise, look. This is how sheds are here. This is the back of the yard before the houses have gone up that side, and this has been the same distance away, more or less. But this is how it used to be. Now, of course, it's got the houses and everything there, isn't it? We could bring the trucks in then. Stop off for a cup of tea, or if we'd found any goodies in the skip, we'd bring them home with the truck. Yeah. Here we are, look, with the old M&S toiletries. Now, they did have a SEDAC. No, an ERF. Here we are, look. There's the ERF. Wow. I was a bit younger then, wasn't I? Yeah. I was still in muck shifter mode because, look, I got my rigger boots on. But what is that? An L reg. Yeah. M&S toiletries. Wow. Yeah, that's the Evico and the Evico dash, look. Manual box. Who remembers a manual box? And then this, that's, you can tell by the steering wheel, that's, we're in the earth there, ERF there, look. Yeah, wow. That was, what year? What year was that? The truck was, how old was the truck? L reg, what was that? Evico. That was an N reg Evico. They'd be real ancient ones now, wouldn't they? Oh, we got a man. I remember this is Shipfair. Roadways. Kevin Bradley from Roadways, his sisters used to run Shipfair. Was this 97, and we were living here at the time, and this is the end of the road, and I said to Debbie, I'm coming past, run to the end of the road and take a picture. Yeah, so fair play, she did. I mean, an old man there, look. Yeah, in Shipfair. Who remembers Shipfair? Look at this, now I found it. Working away, I used to do, this is Bleak House. And this is working in the winter and trying to keep the caravan warm in the winter. So I'm in John Bridgin's farm in the silage pit, look. And the old Samba, Debbie's old Samba. And I'm working away 6 weeks at a time, and I'm trying to keep my caravan warm. So I said, have you got any bales? So I put bales around the caravan. to try and keep the damn thing warm in the winter. I've got to show you that. Living in Wales, working away 6 weeks at a time, working in Bleak House, yeah, 1993 in Cannock. Wow. Hey, this is for fingers. Ian, look, I had a Landy. That was a 6-cylinder one, that was. Long wheelbase. Yeah, Twyford Cut. That was down in Winchester, that was. Yeah, muck shifting. Yeah, it was a few years ago, wasn't it? It's a Capri 2.8. Used to keep it immaculate. Wow. We'll have to check out that registration. We'll have to see if it still exists, if it's on the road. We'll do a tax and MOT check on that. This is the very beginning of my driving. John Roberts. At this point, I've only passed my test. I don't know, I'm guessing a couple of months. John Roberts from Whitchurch. Used to be based in the Raven. I used to live in Carnarvon, and I was based in the Raven. We've got a film of that somewhere, haven't we? What is it? What registration was it? We'll have a look at the film for that. You know, and these trainers, these assessors, oh yeah, you old gits need to be on the CPC. No, we don't need to be on the CPC. We've been driving trucks since you were in your nappies. Yeah, we don't need no courses, no bloody CPCs. No, all you have to do is look at some old pictures and how long we've been at the job. We've forgotten more than you lot remember. So you know what you can do with your CPC courses, can't you? Well, it's a bit less. Oh yeah. What is it? A B-Reg, isn't it? Isn't it a B-Reg? Yeah. My very first job when I passed my test. Yeah, on a scanny. What is it? What number was it? Oh yeah, 112. And it would have been, I guess it would have been fairly old then. Here's the old Landy. I think we'd gone to a trial or something. We'd off with a friend to a Land Rover trial. Wow, that was a few years ago, wasn't it? Doesn't ring a bell. I don't remember whose truck that was. Don't remember. Almost looks like it's a Rigid, doesn't it? Doesn't look like it's an Arctic, but I don't remember who that was. Now we're going really back in the pictures in the age of the books now. Who remembers Rosier? Is that Rosier? Ford Cargo? And all the Vicos? Yeah. Them days I used to take a picture of, when I was an agency driver, I'd take a picture of everything that I drove. I was a bit more keen then. Yeah. Oh, Fast Lane. I think they're still going, are they? Are they still going of form? Yeah. In an old Volvo. Yeah. So, do you know, I don't need to do a CP. Oh yeah, Index. I don't need to do a CPC course. I just need to come and show you my pictures of when what we used to drive, the old road trains. Yeah. We saw one in the Brochures, didn't we? You could get them with an ordinary engine, and then you get them with the Rolls engine. It used to tick over and didn't used to rev at all. Yeah, the old road trains, when the handbrake was on the dash. So yeah, so you people, you know, you young people that say, oh yeah, you old gits need to do a CPC course to remind you. Yeah, well, Rosier Chemicals, look. You know what you can do with your CPC courses, can't you? Oh, look. Again, it's the metal centre now. How long has the metal centre been there? That's running out of the metal centre. Who was that? An old F-Rate. The old Rusty. They wouldn't sort of put up with that now, would they, in the old trucks? The fair play, the standards. No, this would have been, would that have been a manual or an automatic? When the first automatic started appearing. Wow. Yeah, it was a few years ago. Yeah. Oh, what's that next door? An Earth next door. And a Merc. I did a small while with these Fords. How long ago was that? When Eddie Stobart had them, the green, what do they call them? The Green Death. Yeah. Wow, with the cabs. No sleeper cabs, cabs up above. You Eddie Stobart fans will know all about that, won't they? Oh yeah. One of my first accidents, I backed into him. You get good days and you get bad days. That day I was having a bad day. You shouldn't have parked there anyway. This one, the Renault. Yeah. Poor bugger Michael. He's passed away now. I was his very first, working out of Wales. I was his very first, he was an owner driver and I was his very first driver that he paid to drive the truck. Yeah, he would ring me all the time, all the time. Who's that? TGG, isn't it? Total Disaster Group. What is it? TGG? Something like that. What's them 3 letters that they become? I don't think they still even exist. A form of them do, but it's a blast from the past, isn't it? And what's that? An old F-Reg 16-speed manual box. Handball in a curtain cider. Yeah, we're in the Crew factory picking up Rolls Royces. But you can see how long ago that was. By that was a new Rolls Royce then. Yeah. Did the same then. Any bad places used to take a picture that we got ourselves into. Felixstowe, I'm guessing. Yeah, containers. It's funny how life comes in full circle. I sort of started on containers. That's not a skelly, that's a flatbed. There's 3 letters of a trailer and the pins are in the trailer. But it's basically a flatbed with pins on the floor. Yep. 40-foot flatbed as well, yeah. We're in Felixstowe, you won't believe it. The last bleeding, I don't know if they're I think they're still using the same cranes, you know. Yeah. This is the last, yeah. That we have to go through all them books. And this is the last book that we find, is the ones I was looking for. Yeah. Wow. And unfortunately, there was queues there. The same. Queues. A trucker's life is sitting in a queue. Yeah. That was a few years ago. Picture in the last book is Sedat. Look at this. This is a Sed Atkinson. I think this is about the first job when I came down here. Somewhere Strawberry Lane. Well, who were they called? What were they called again? What was the firm? But can you see, look, that's the Sed Atkinson. Outside the house we rented in Bilston before we bought this one. Used to be a good boy then. Used to wear a proper uniform. Look at that shirt and tie. I must have been really keen. Yeah, wow. On the steel, yeah. See Ben, roping and sheeting on the steel. Yeah. Wow. What year? We've got it in the book as 1996. Yeah, that was in 1996, that was, according to the book. Yeah. What was the steel firm? I'm sure you'll tell me who that steel firm was. Off Neutral Lane, Strawberry Lane, I seem to remember. Yeah. And that would have been old. When as you do, when you first begin, you get given the old stuff, don't you? You have to wait for someone to die before you get a nice fresh truck. Now, I'm in a situation where I get the nice fresh truck and somebody else is waiting for me to die so they can have a nice fresh truck.
35 years.
So my truck licence is 35 years.
Ooh, yeah.
And my car licence.
And your car licence, you've had...
91, the truck licence. 83.
83.
Is...
That's 40... No. Yeah, 40.
Eh,
41.
41 years.
Right, isn't it?
83.
93, 2003, 2013, yeah.
Yeah.
40 years.
So you will excuse me when you say us old gits need more training, because I will be very rude and very violent towards you, all you CPC trainers.